Hi everyone, it's Ike and today we'll be continuing on building our sign-in system. From our previous tutorial we were able to complete this part of the login page. We came this far, we were able to upload our header image, but we were presented with this fatal error. The reason for this is because we are calling this function top right links, and this function is located in the HTML codes file, but we haven't included this code this file to this page. There's no reference of this file rather on our sign-in page. In time, after working with the HTML, after we finish coding the HTML, we'll definitely continue to build in the PHP part. Once we start that, then we'll take care of that error. For right now, let's just ignore that as if it's not there. Alright, what we'll be doing today is we'll actually start building on the body of the sign-in page. So first of all, we're gonna build the links that will be presented at the right side of our page. The quick links that appear by the right panel of the page. Let's just quickly build that and see how it goes. We'll be using the aside tag, so let me close out of this aside. Oh, sorry, I'm still within PHP. I should get out of there, so let me cut this off. Alright, so okay, aside we give this an ID of ID equal to, let's say, right underscore side. Okay, looks good to me. Now what we are going to do in this tag is to, I think we'll need to reference let's see, our account links. So let me copy this function from here. If you remember properly, when we are building this file, I explained to you guys that this function is the function that loads up all of our quick links on the left side of the page. Now I'm going to copy this and then paste it right here. But before then, we need to open up our PHP blog again. Excuse me. So PHP, and I can paste this off, close with a semicolon, and I think we are good to go for this. I think we should include our PHP file so that we can at least see what we are doing. Then as time goes on, we are gonna do the other part of the PHP coding. So let's see, PHP include so our file path is includes / the name of our file is what? HTML underscore codes, right here. HTML codes, HTML codes.php. So all I did here is just to use this include function that is readily available for us from within PHP to call this file, this HTML codes file. Now this is the folder in which the code is located, the file in which the file is located, and let's license cbt. This is the file, the folder here includes, then the name of our file is html codes. While we're on this, I think we should just include our connection file too, because we'll definitely need to connect to the database in order to validate our users trying to sign into the system. So this is connect.php. So when I save off and then we refresh this page, let's see what we've done. Okay, undefined, sure. Okay, we haven't defined our session. Alright. So I think the first thing we do at the top of this page is to start our session, even though we haven't defined. Let's say session underscore start. I think we have it right here. Session start. Good. Let's see what happens from within the browser. Undefined index username, line 29, line 30. 29. Okay, from HTML codes. Well, HTML codes, a lot of things haven't been done yet, so we should expect some of these errors, but let me see what's going on there. First of all, 29 and 30. Alright, these are minor cases and minor issues. We haven't signed in yet, that's why we're getting some of those errors. Let's just continue building and let's see how it goes. Okay, alright, now after this account links, after this aside, the next thing we are supposed to be building is the main body of the sign-in page. Now we are going to wrap this within section tags. This is the part where we create our form and every text field that we'll be using to sign in our users. So section, I'll give this an ID of, say, left side. Left side. Alright, and next off we'll need to create our form tag. Close out of the tag, the form. Alright, I'm gonna give this an ID of login form. ID equal to login form. Okay, I'll also give this a class of container. Once we start our CSS styling, you understand the reason for these classes and stuff. It's gonna help make our form a little bit more pretty. Container, then definitely our method is gonna be posts. And then for right now, let's leave the action blank. Action, let's don't point it to any page just yet. Okay, well, it's supposed to come back to this page, so let's have signin.php here. we'll be receiving the input from this page at the top of the page. So let's refer it back to this page, signin.php. Alright, I'm gonna break down. Now I would like to create our page title within h5 tags. Let's see, h5, h5 is supposed to be a closing tag. So this is our login page. What the hell? Login page. Maybe let's start with a system. Oh, that's nice. Next stuff I would want to how do we go about this? I would want to create my text fields. Thinking I should wrap these within a div. Okay, let's have a div tag. Sorry guys, I'm doing a lot of thinking here, so just follow me on this one. Okay, id equal to, let's say okay, I'll call this field, since it's gonna contain our text fields, and I need to pull this up a little bit. Alright, so a label, create my label tag. I'm sure we know what labels are. They give a description of what the text field is doing. So this is for our username field. Okay, so this is going to be user name. Alright, that works. Then we'll put in the input field here. Okay, input, type is equal to text, of course, text. Give it a class of input. Soon enough we're going to CSS and style all of these things so that they take shape and look beautiful, but for now you just have to follow me on this. Class is what? Inputs. Let's see, let's give this an ID of username and also name of username. Username. Then I would want to give this a max length of if I could spell this properly, max length of, say, 20 characters will do. I don't know if there's any name that goes longer than 20 characters. That's going beyond the name. You call that a sentence instead. Okay, this is looking good. Alright, then finally I would want to add a little bit of description on each of my text field, so as to help the user understand exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna wrap this within and paragraph tags. So close paragraph, paragraph, give this a class of hint. Alright, so this would want to explain to our users that they shouldn't exceed 20 characters within this sign in within this username text field. So let's say a maximum of 20 characters is required within this field. Alright, that does it. So this covers for our username text field. What I'm going to do is to copy the whole of this block and reproduce it for our password. I don't think I want to go through the motion of having to type all of those things again. So div class, this is wrongly spelled, field, F-I-E-L-D, good, F-I-E-L-D. Alright, so label, this one is going to be for password. So password right here, password, input type should be password, class input here, ID password, name password, max length 20, Alright, I think that settles it for this. Then finally we'll be needing to include our submit button. So I'm just gonna key that in right here. Input type should be submit. Okay. Name, submit. Alright, we'll give it an ID of submit. Okay, then we'll give this a class, we'll give it a class of my button. Later on, once we start our CSS, we're going to code this class. This is gonna make our buttons, every button we'll use on this project or throughout this project. We will just do a little bit of styling on them to make them look a little bit pretty, you know. Instead of using the default kind of button, we could do something more cool. So let's just add up that class right here, my button. Then would finally give this a value of login. So value, this is what the user sees on top of the button, the text that displays on top of the button. So we'll call it what? Login. Alright, this is good. We should remember to close this off. Okay, well, I think that settles it for this. Let's save and see what we have. It's gonna look terrible, but then wow, there's nothing CSS can't fix. Well, in the next video we are going to go into the styling of this page, and you guys will be surprised what beauty we can create out of this. Thanks for watching, and I'd urge you guys to subscribe on my channel.